word that I can use for the English theatre scene in Pune is amateur. There are no professional groups that I know of, and I more or less know a lot. The reason being, I think that most English theatre that happens, people are just sort of trying to do the plays that they've done in college, or plays that they read when they were in college, or plays that they read when, trying to look for good scripts. Um, some people at least try and make the effort to do adaptations. There's absolutely no original work. So someone or the other is doing some kind of experimenting with classical English theatre sort of thing, or whatever, even contemporary, but nothing that makes you bite your teeth into it. I know that there's a very old church group, SSU. They used to do one production a year, like just 2 or 3 shows. Again, a few teams which keep coming up and going, and more recently, some students got together to form a sort of an initiative called Drama Queens. But again, they've been attempting to do all the Western plays, the so-called classics. Um, no one else really does exclusive English theatre. Everyone does a mix. Like I know Rhapsody Theatre by Deepak Morris does a bit of original as well as published work. Niche theatre does a lot of mix and match. English, Marathi, English, whatever you call it. Like I said, they mostly take from scripts which were written abroad, and some may sort of do an adaptation. Once in a while, many moons ago, I've done a few of those, but nothing very impressive to write home about. I don't think that there is any real competition in that sense. So, by challenge, if you mean competition, I don't see it. They're completely different genres. They're completely different audiences. Marathi theatre in Pune is far more organized. It's very well structured. Very often, the work that I watch in Marathi plays is fabulous. I mean, it's professional, even if they're calling themselves amateur. They're very bold. None of the English theatre groups in Pune have ever even thought about experimenting with the really courageous topics that Marathi theatre takes on. So I don't even, you can't really compare Mount Everest with a molehill. Well, I love to mingle with anyone who's doing theatre. Okay, so yes, I mingle. I don't think a lot of others sort of get out of their little groups, but then that's Pune for you. I see it in the Marathi circles, I see it in the English circles. That's just, I think, culturally who we are. We're very cliquish. But that's okay, I suppose. I'd say Pune has a regular audience for English theatre, and it's a sort of a fluid audience. There will be some fixtures. When you say, do you have, by my personal self, if you ask, I haven't done professional English theatre for a long time, in the sense of I haven't done any production work. But the work that we do with schools and with even with my academy and stuff, of course, we have a captive audience because children and youth are the performers, and parents are a captive audience. From other metros, not so much, but Bombay, yes. Pune's huge audience for English theatre, and expensive tickets and stuff is largely for plays which come from Bombay, English plays. And fabulous plays, lovely production houses, Lilith Dubey, Nasruddin Shah, there's Krishna Patel. They bring fabulous stuff down. And the main organization and the main person behind bringing such good theatre to Pune is entrepreneur Suchita Kudle. She's now Suchita Kudle Mudwani. But Entrepreneur is her company, and they're an event management group who's been bringing theatre, good English theatre to Pune for about, I think, 25 years now. Yes, the big metros, mainly Bombay, do send excellent English theatre to Pune. And in fact, the company or the event management company that has been uh, the main reason why we get such fabulous English plays to Pune is Suchita Kudle Motwani's Entrepreneur. And they've been bringing good theatre here for years, 25 years, I think, or more. And we've had fabulous performances by Ashwin Gidwani, Nasruddin Shah, Led Dubey, Krishna Patel, Bharat Daholkar. Fabulous plays, fabulous work, and fabulous ticket prices also. Lambda is UK's oldest drama school. Lambda stands for London Academy of Music and Dramatic Art. It was established around the 1860s, so it's more than 100 years old, more than 150 years old. And they started rolling out overseas exams for students in the British colonies around 1880s. And the model which they work, which is still very relevant and very robust, is that they come out with a syllabus and they will sort of say that this is what the student who's appearing for the exam will be expected to know or do. And in the overseas places like India and I think about 100 and odd more countries, practitioners train students using the Lambda syllabus, and at the day of the exam, they actually go and do the exams. I happen to represent Lambda in India, and I've been doing that since 2008, so for a long time now. And I've been very keen that Lambda doesn't just roll out to students but to teachers as well. Because students don't always become actors. Those that do, they realize, okay, the classical training that goes into a sort of more structured, disciplined approach is fabulous. I mean, the kids then go on to, more professional courses. A couple of my children have also gone to, not my biological ones, but the students have also gone on to actually attending Lambda Drama School. And it accounts for a lot of trained work coming out over the years. So Expressions Unlimited is my baby.
Okay.
Okay, it predates my husband and our biological children by a good 5-6 years.
Okay.
And a lot of times people sort of don't know what to say. Is Mahrukh Expressions Unlimited or is Expressions Unlimited Mahrukh? It's more or less one and the same. It's a speech and drama training academy. And over the years, we've also brought in some language training, and because of my background, also management training, but everything to do with drama. So I use drama to train speech and drama students. I use the same sort of platform to train teachers on how to become good speech and drama teachers. We also train for English language through the use of drama because, I don't agree with the cut and dry method of teaching grammar and teaching phonetics and stuff because, frankly, it doesn't work. You have to practice a language in order to really acquire it and to speak it well and to speak it fluently.
Right.
So, drama is great for that. And even with whatever management training that one does, whether it's for schools or whether it's for corporate sectors, the moment you bring in fun, the moment you bring in drama, it's easy peasy. So that's what Expressions Unlimited does. English theatre in Pune is still absolutely, it's a small little fetus. It has a long way to go before it even comes out like a well-developed, delivered child. Lots of work to be done, especially in the field of experimentation or in the fields of original writing. A lot of people have started. One of my associates, Ina Siddiqui, who's been doing a lot of original writing for the English theatre. She's performed, she's actually produced stuff. So it's starting, but miles to go before we sleep. Well, one of my personal favorite jokes, which I keep cracking all the time, is that, oh, Marasban, he's my first husband. And I'm referring to this lovely gentleman by the name of Marasban Irani, who went to the same speech and drama classes with our teacher way back in the 70s and 80s. And I don't know why, but although he's like definitely shorter than I am, our teacher made him my husband for some 3 or 4 plays in a row. So after that, he just refers to me as wifey and he's my husband. And it was very sweet that a couple of years ago, someone approached me to do a film on some Irani chai cafe and stuff like that. And they said, oh, we want you to come and play a Parsi woman, but you need to bring along a husband. So I said, I have a husband. And they thought I meant my husband. And I said, no, not that one. He's not coming anywhere close to a film set. But I'll bring the one who will. He's my first husband. And they were like, okay, how many husbands does she have? So, I mean, theatre and growing up with drama and growing up always has, some element of fun, memories. I suppose even when I'm really old and have dementia, I won't forget the fact that I also have a first husband. We've had so many experiences. I mean, I've performed once with a tack, one of those tacks that they put in chart paper up my foot because we were supposed to go up barefoot. It teaches you wonderful stuff like you always sweep the stage before a show. We've had a situation where a very senior artist moved her arm and her entire arm got dislocated in a thick coat. It was a European play. And the thick coat, which we couldn't even take off, she was with a dislocated arm. I mean, it teaches you to think on your feet, all the training, all the confidence that comes with it. You actually see it work. And